Hello and welcome in. This is Reiki by request. And I'll be getting started with this live stream in just a couple minutes. If you're just joining the live stream, welcome. I'll be getting started with Reiki ASMR by request in just another couple minutes. I'm just getting situated. All right. Hello and welcome. I think everything is looking good and sounding good. Just preparing to get started. If you're just joining, welcome. Just doing some last minute adjustments before we begin. Good morning if you're just joining. This is Reiki ASMR by request. I'm just getting situated before we begin. Please come in, make yourself comfortable, and we'll get started soon. I'm ready to get started, I believe. So hello, my name is Jen, and I'm a certified Reiki Master Teacher. And this is Reiki ASMR by request. We're just getting started. Taking our time as we arrive right here and right now. It's all right for you to be here now. Thanks for following, Lexi. Lisa, thank you for following. Welcome. No matter where you are in your day, allowing yourself easy presence now. As you settle in to this shared space. Nicole, thank you for following. Cranberry, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Nicole, thank you for joining the fan club. Welcome. As we ease into this healing space together, inviting yourself to settle now. It's all right for your energy to settle, allowing any energy that you're experiencing today, whether it's heavy and stressful, dark or sad, light and airy, allowing that energy just to be, watching as it rises and falls, comes and goes, and allowing it's all right for you to allow whatever you're feeling to be. It's all right. Taking our time as we begin. There's no rush to receive. Sit back and relax as we begin today's Reiki session. If you're just joining, welcome. I like to take my time as we ease into a feeling of safety. There's no rush. Enjoying the calming rhythm and timbre of my voice, and taking your time to receive Reiki healing by opening. Julia, hello. Welcome. Hello, soul. Thank you for following. And thank you to those who are sharing the live and liking the live. Welcome in. If you're just joining, my name is Jen. I'm a Reiki master teacher, and this is Reiki ASMR by request. We gather together 3 times a week to move together into safety so we can heal incrementally. Hello, Busy. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. We're just beginning. You can settle into whatever you're doing, passively or actively receiving. To receive Reiki, just open to receive. Opening can be challenging for so many of us, so take your time and relax. Good. Thank you for following Hook. Welcome. Alive. Thank you for following. Welcome. Relax. Brandy, thank you for following. Good morning, Jen. So glad you're here. Relax. Just allowing whatever is there to be. No need to change or fix. Whatever is there, just allowing and observing. Thank you for following. Welcome. Good. Taking our time as we ease into presence. With just being present with whatever it is that you're feeling or going through in this moment. It's all right for you to allow whatever is there to be, whatever it is. Just making space. Watching as that space begins to grow. Making plenty of room for whatever is there today. Let me know in the chat if you'd like, if anything comes up for you, anything you notice that you're feeling or experiencing as we begin. Perhaps you feel a jolt of ease or joy Maybe you realize that you're tired or hungry. Sensation is all right. It's all right for you to notice and allow. Noticing and allowing. Busy has anxiety that is beginning to calm down. Feel free to let me know in the chat. Peace. How you're feeling as we begin. Noticing and allowing. It's all right. Daryl, thanks for following. Welcome. Leah, welcome and thank you for following. Glad to have you here. We're just beginning, taking our time. I like to begin on a more superficial level. No rushing, just easing. And I'd like to move now into, oh, thank you. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Busy, for the pinned gift today is Crystal Dreams. It's a blue crystalline crown that you can gift anytime during the live to make a personal request. I like to change the pinned gift pretty frequently. So Busy, let me know in the chat what it is that you are looking for or needing today, and I'm happy to move into that whenever you'd like. Anytime during the chat, just let me know when you're ready and what you'd like. There's no rush. I'll wait to hear from you. Meanwhile, I'd like to move, and if you don't want to request Busy, that's okay too. But if you would, just let me know. I'd like to move into the energy bodies now. Let me know how the sound is. Is the music feeling loud? Or does it sound all right? I feel like this song is feeling a little bit loud. Let me know in the chat if it sounds all right for you. It feels a little bit loud. Sounds okay for you, Busy. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Feels a little loud, Marsh. We'll see how the next one sounds. It's unpredictable. All right. I'd like to move now into the energy bodies. I recognize several energy bodies. The physical energy body, the emotional energy body, the intellectual energy body and the spiritual energy body. And I wondered if anyone had a particular energy body that they would like to explore as part of this next process of opening. MS, thank you for following. Hello, Haley. Welcome. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking the live. The physical energy body. Jay, thank you for the roses. Amiran, welcome. Good morning. The physical energy body is the energy center of our, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say tactile, but that's not what I mean. It's a word for good morning, Ash. Hello, Avis. Welcome. I got it. Tangible. It's that tangible layer of energy. Tangible as in touchable. The physical energy body is that superficial plane of energy encompassing our skin, our joints and bones, our organs, the energy housing the structure of our physical shape and form. Any physical ailment, like disease or illness, pain, physical pain, relates to the physical energy body. If you're just joining, I'm just inquiring which energy body we would like to explore in this next stage. The emotional energy body is the space of the metaphysical heart. The energy of emotion, sensation, feeling. The energy plane of the heart space in a metaphysical sense. A place where trauma, love, and all the affective experiences of a human life live. Ash, you have a headache. I'm glad this is helping. The intellectual energy body. Hold on, this music is really loud. Hold on. Perfect. So it looks like in the chat that you are interested in the physical energy body as we move forward. Let's move now into the physical energy body. As we settle into awareness of energy on the physical plane. India, thank you for following. Good. Alive. Sensation is all right. Welcome, Brooks. Thank you for the follow. Hello, Sherry. Thank you for following. Good morning, Spencer. Glad you're here. Good morning. As we continue to open, to receive, we move now into an exploration of the physical energy body. I invite you now just to become aware of your skin, that soft layer surrounding the shape of you. Noticing its nuances as you travel over the ridges, the nooks and crannies of the skin. Becoming aware now of its shape and the way that it settles over bone and sinew. Just observing. Good morning, Kim. Brooks, I'm sorry to hear about your back. We will address the back here as we explore the physical energy body. We'll move there also Ash into the head. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Sensating now into the temperature of the room around you as we observe how the air feels as it dances along the topmost layer of skin. Noticing the hair on the skin begin to prickle as it feels the air. Noticing every nuance, allowing the skin to be awakened and receptive. Just the skin. The skin is one of our greatest avenues of detoxification, a gateway where pain and sensation can move through, exiting the body. Thank you, Kim. And moving away. If you're able to now, you might want to begin engaging the skin in a more tactile way. I like to rub my hands together like this, create a little heat. If you'd like to join me, please do. Rubbing the palms of the hands together as we generate a little molecule of warmth, and watching as that bubble expands, warming the whole hand, and then expanding the palms incrementally, holding on to that warmth, inviting that warmth between the palms to grow. Let me slide back a minute here. Let's take the palms now and direct the hands onto the skin. You might place your palms directly on the skin, starting with the arms, or you can hover the palms right over the skin. Observing and inviting that heat to touch the skin as you move the hands wherever they need to go, perhaps encapsulating around the head, directing the fingertips over the face, perhaps hovering the hands behind the back, maybe nudging the spine downward, pressing gently, or just enjoying the sensation of awareness as you use the power of the physical energy body to help you to open and heal. It's all right. Star, thank you for following. Hello, Patty. Thank you for following. One of the most amazing aspects of using the physical energy body as a vehicle for healing is that there are so many tangible resources right here, right now, in this body, in this moment. Subtle movement, easy and loving touch can do so much to help settle pain. allowing unwanted energy to move through the skin. So simple and easy. Eva, thank you for following. If you're just joining, welcome. This is Reiki ASMR by request. I know, Busy, you made a request earlier by gifting the pinned gift of a crystal dream crown. Let me know in the chat if you would like to make a request. There's no rush and no expectation. I just don't want to forget your beautiful gift. Settling as the body relaxes. Relaxing. Relaxing. Letting go of tension. Feeling the skin soften. As it falls away from the bone and sinew, opening, letting go of any tension or pain in the body, allowing it's all right. It's all right for you to soften into this moment. Whatever is there is okay. Thanks for following, Cheesy. Grieve. Absolutely. Perfect. Thank you for following, Just. Busy, thank you for your request. You can make a personal request by gifting the pinned gift for the live if you'd like. Please give me just a few moments to sit with Busy's request for grief healing. I'd like to sit and see what comes to mind, and then we'll begin. Give me just another couple minutes. There's a crystal that I need to find. Oh, I think I just found it. Hold on. Happy Monday, Matt. Thank you for following Julie and Karen. I was actually looking for one crystal, but ended up with a different one that just jumped out. Give me just another minute and we'll get started. Okay. Alright, so this next healing is by request. Busy has requested a healing focused on grief. And I just want to remind you that no matter what my intention is for any Reiki healing, Reiki always travels exactly as it's needed and how it's needed for those who are open to receiving it. So while this healing is focused on Busy's request, it's also for you. Janie, thank you for following. All right. Perfect. A couple energies came to mind when it comes to grief, for you particularly. The first one is this candle energy. And I want to light it in just a moment. Meanwhile, this candle was constructed with some herbs at the base. I don't know if you can see. It's some caraway seed, and the candle itself was forged with the intention for protection. And when I light it, my intention is to open space in which we feel safe to move into spaces that are sometimes shadowy or darker, heavier, always with a light to guide, always feeling held in a protected, supportive light. Hello, Sarah. Of course, Sarah. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for following. S and Stephanie. Janie, thank you for following. I want to make sure I say hello to everyone who is coming in. Duke, thank you for following, and Wyndham, welcome. As I light this protective energy in candle form, we begin an exploration of grief with the assurance that no sensation is crushing. Every sensation is all right, and there is always a light that shines unending to guide us. Let's begin. Perfect, Sarah. Taking a moment here and just breathing. Closing your eyes if you're in a position where you can. And just inviting that feeling of safety and protection. Reminded of the light that never goes out, always shining within. Good. If you have ever deeply grieved or allowed yourself to move into grief, I hope that resonates as we begin. Grief is a sensation like any other. Sensation is experience. It's all right to allow it to come and go. Good morning, Lucy. Sophia, thank you for following. A couple crystal energies came to mind for this particular healing. The first one is obsidian. Obsidian is a smooth and dark crystal, almost mirror-like, reflecting back at you. The deep, the layers, obsidian is also a protective energy, as any energy should be, that invites you to dive down into those sensations that we want to avoid much of the time. Obsidian supports that deep dive into the dark waters where you're sometimes afraid to jump, not knowing how deep the waters go. I guess we never really know until we're in it, swimming down, pushing down, exploring the depths without fear, and allowing the sensation of those dark waters to to support our bodies, holding us in safety and love. Good morning, Papa. Welcome. This energy is one that allows space for that deep and difficult work of feeling the grief, of acknowledging what is gone, mourning and missing, wishing, hoping. Sadness is all right. You always remember the light, even in dark waters. You always remember how the water buoys you and holds you softly. You can move through these heavy sensations in your own time and in your own way. Staying curious. What is it that you need in this moment? Do you need to remember? Do you need to let go? Do you need to celebrate what's no longer here, or move through feelings of regret or wandering, longing? Whatever is there is all right. It's all right. Let it come and go, ebbing and flowing with ease. Thank you for following, Cinder. Welcome. Allowing yourself space to grieve. It's all right. You are always held. You are always protected, and eventually you realize the dark waters are lifting you back to the surface. As you poke your head up over the water and look around, the season of grieving is a difficult season, but all seasons pass with time. and all landscapes, inner and outer, change with time. And that's all right. That's all right. Thanks for following, Sarah. Thank you for liking the live as well. Letting that black obsidian energy settle. Just receiving and observing. Noticing if you're resisting or allowing whatever you're doing with that energy is all right. But just thank you for following. The next energy I'd like to work with is an energy of the heart. Hello, Jonah. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Lucy, I think I missed your rose from earlier. Thank you for that. Hello, Anita. Welcome. Let me see. Let's do this. Absolutely. This next energy I'd like to work with is rhodonite. And I have two specimens here of this crystal. And I like to use them together. This energy is primarily focused on the heart and moving into the heart space, where we tend to grieve most deeply. Allowing this energy to arrive as it nudges toward the heart. Rhodonite is a soothing heart energy, but it also invites in the heaviness that may be surrounding your heart at this time. You know how when you feel a physical heaviness in your heart, that you can feel it? I think we've all felt that at some point. You remember what that feels like. It's like there's a cocoon of weight around your heart, and when you breathe or when you move, you can feel that it's there, and your heart is resisting letting that heaviness in, because of course when it comes to heaviness, Sophia, thank you for the gifts, you become afraid that it's going to crush your heart, that if you let that heaviness in, it's never going to leave. Like an annoying, unwelcome guest, it's going to destroy everything inside that you've worked so hard to protect. And so the heaviness just sits there, and it begins to wrap around the heart. And it just grows the more that you let it stay outside of the heart. You know what I'm talking about. I know you do. This energy rhodonite is an energy that combines, let me show you. You can see how it's almost equally balanced with a beautiful pink color and speckling of black. Rhodonite is an energy that guides that heaviness safely and lovingly and slowly into the heart. The heart is a processing center, isn't it? Where we transmute. It might take time, but this energy invites you to allow that heaviness surrounding the heart to move into the heart space where you can feel it and transmute it in time. Maybe it's just a little piece, a speck, a grain. It's all right. Tara, thank you for following. Just a minute. Welcome in, Kelly. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Had to solve a puzzle here in order to continue going live, so that's why I had to mute for a minute. Just observing this energy as it moves toward the heart. The heart is such a tender, tender space. Always take your time and move gently and compassionately. Thanks for following, Carrie. Letting, excuse me, letting this energy bloom through the heart. Perfect. And I did have one more energy that came to mind. It was a surprising one. Let me know if you can relate to it. It's a bit of a rare crystal, and I was surprised that it came to mind. This is indigo gabbro. If you are experiencing any grief in your life at this time, or if you have ever experienced grief, indigo gabbro is a mage's stone. If you're familiar with mage lore, the mage is the one that is considered to be magical. The one that brings an element of surprise. Indigo gabbro has come in to support you in moving beyond that grief when the grief is through. Reminding you of a spiritual, cosmic, magical space. Something almost enchanted-like, always safe, always uplifting, always unpredictable. Be ready for magical things up and above the darkness. There's a space waiting for you. When you're ready, I hope that resonates with you. It came through pretty strong, so the message is there. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for following. Perfect, busy. I actually am crying a little bit when I said that. I had to stop talking. There's something about this energy that is just pure magic in the way we think of magic, perhaps when we're children, just wonderful, wondrous, the kind of magic that's always helping in times of trouble. Good. So glad. Allowing that energy to settle. Perfect. Thank you so much for your request, Busy. You're very welcome. Please feel free to join my new subscription if you'd like. I currently have 6 subscribers, and my goal is to have 10. I do have 3 different tiers that you can subscribe to. and click the star to see the 3 different levels. Eventually, I would like to have subscriber-only live streams, but that's quite a ways in the distance. All right, Sarah, I know you wanted to make a request. If you'd like to make a request, you can gift the pinned gift for today's live. It is a Crystal Dreams crown. No pressure, but I do have some space if you or anyone would like to make a request. Let me know in the chat how you're feeling. If you'd like, I'd love to check in with you and see how it's going. The last stone busy was Indigo Gabbro. Indigo Gabbro. Gabbro. Sarah, thank you for gifting the request gift for today. You're welcome. Take your time, Sarah, and let me know what you'd like for your request today. Requests can be really anything at all. Maybe you have a sensation. Oh, let me see what you wrote, Sarah. Loss of autonomy, feeling unsafe, not having stable housing, feeling like a burden and just wanting a home. You've been heard and seen. All right, give me a few minutes to sit with that, Sarah, and we'll get started. Busy, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Sarah and everyone, give me just another minute. I need to collect one more energy. All right. I love the support and the camaraderie in the chat. I love to see that. Thanks again for subscribing. Busy, I appreciate that. Thank you for following Petals. Welcome. All right, let's begin. as always, remembering that Reiki always arrives how it's needed for you. Just observing and opening to receive. The first energy that came to mind for me was an essential oil or aromatherapy energy, primarily of frankincense, which is an incredibly clearing essence of energy I'd like to engage, paired with wild or sweet orange. And I actually already have some orange ready. Give me a moment to combine that with the frankincense, and we'll get started with that energy. All right. I know with essential oils and aromatherapy that viewers are not able to smell the aroma. However, I do like to use it energetically to impart that energetic vibration into the healing process. This is frankincense with some wild orange. The frankincense is bringing that essence of confidence, not just any kind of confidence, that really secure confidence that is foundational, upon which cities are built, unyielding, strong, and undeniable confidence. And I wanted to pair that with some wild orange, because wild orange reminds us to stay playful and lighter, effervescent, as we seek some of these desired outcomes, not to allow ourselves to get bogged down with all of that heaviness that can come when we're trying to move into change, right? So this is an orange and frankincense essence that I'm going to fluff with this shamanic feather through the auric space. Just sit back and observe how that energy feels as we begin. Smelling that sweet and slightly spicy, citrusy fragrance. Reminding you of your undeniable, never debatable strength. Always there, sometimes forgotten. Foundational strength, paired with a playful and light-hearted, juiciness of orange, a sweetly spicy grove of beautiful bright color, and soft ivory blossoms. It's both a serious and a playful energy coming into balance. This essential oil energy bursts forth, breaking through. Like liquid golden orange sunlight, coating the auric space in its generous, abundant light. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. This energy brings a feeling of optimism, even when there's been failure before, or what's the word I'm looking for? Not regret, disappointment. That's what it is. Especially there where there's been disappointment. This energy rushes in, coating that doubt with its uplifting but grounding energy. The frankincense brings the grounding, and the orange brings the uplifting energy. Thank you for the roses, Lucy. Appreciate it. A word comes to mind. Hello, Michelle. For this energy, and it's a very simple word. Let me know if it resonates with you when I say it. Yes. That's such a good word for you right now. Yes. If that word resonates with you at all in this moment, go ahead and say it out loud. You might whisper it or shout it or say it in your head. Go ahead and give it a try and see how that feels mingled with this energy. Thank you for following, Christina. Gabby, welcome. Thank you for following. Letting that word circulate. Letting it fall like a lump right into the middle of where it needs to be. Feeling the weight of that word as it just plops down. Yes. Feel it land. Feel it settle. Luna, thank you for following. Welcome. Good. If you do have these essential oils like frankincense and wild orange, go ahead and combine them in a little bit of carrier oil. Spray it around a little bit. But if you don't have those oils, it's all right. Just receiving the energy, observing. Hello, Diana. Welcome. I'm going to pin your comment, Jill, if that's okay. I love the support that I see in the chat. Thank you for that, the support. For Sarah or anyone else who can relate. Good. A couple crystal energies came to mind as well. Give me just a moment to get to the next one. When I was thinking of the feeling of homelessness that you mentioned, you're welcome. Sinainen, welcome in. Thank you for your comment. Jill, thank you for following. Ash, did you send me a crystal crown and I missed it? I got you. Thank you for the request. We'll get to you next. Yay. Anyway, when I thought about homelessness, I thought about it in a literal way and then also in a metaphorical way. That's a theme that really resonates with me personally. So I did draw from that when I thought about the next energy. Homelessness is definitely related to the root chakra and our survival instinct and need to have a safe space where we feel comfortable. And this next energy does have some grounding qualities. It's dendritic opal. And I have two pieces that I'd like to work with together, but I wanted to start with this round one. Dendritic opal is an energy of stability. It's a very, very stable energy. And when we feel like we are not at home in the heart or in the body, in the mind, in the spirit, whatever it is, if we literally don't have a home, we feel like we are wandering or lost, and we feel that worry, panic or stress. Where will we land? How will we get there? This energy is one of stabilizing. Even through very difficult times. I'm going to pin your comment there, Sarah. That's a nice comment. Finding what is meant for us. I like that. Also allowing what is meant for us can be hard to allow anything, but it's all right. Introducing my second piece of dendritic opal. As we move into this energy of stability, doesn't dendritic opal almost look like marble? Solid and reliable. There's a pure whiteness to it, but it's speckled because all journeys are speckled along the way with the unknowable elements of a human life. Unpredictable. You never know what's up ahead. But this energy brings that unfaltering, unwavering stability, no matter what comes your way. Remaining steady, strong. Thank you for following, Lord. Breathing in this stable energy as it brings clarity through stillness, like a statue, solid, defined, heavy and strong. Dendritic opal is like walking into a silver misted forest. Silvery. The trees like marbled statues catching a cool light. Everything surrounding you is strong, stable, and secure. You could beat your fists against these marble-like trees and they would never move. The silver leaves never sway in the breeze. You can lean your back against these marble-like trees, releasing your full weight, your outer weight and your inner weight against them. Exhaling. And letting yourself be held on that solid and unmovable surface. Just feel it on your back. Dropping. Thank you for the roses, Lucy. Rooted even when you feel homeless. This energy reminds you of your rootedness, always rooted, no matter where you go, connecting again to those marble-like veins of dendritic opal. Stable and reliable. One thing that I have experienced myself with this theme of homelessness, whether literal or metaphorical, is that sometimes even when there is a space of safety, sometimes it's hard to move into it. Literally and figuratively, sometimes it's hard to move into that space and take up space and live in that space and allow that space to comfort and hold you. That's all right. Just observing and allowing. All things change with time. There was one more energy that I wanted to work with. Give me just a moment here to get that ready. All right, this one is a mosaic crystal. It's a combination of several crystals, and I love this because you can actually see the mosaic pretty clearly. You can see how it almost looks shattered, but it's very, very smooth to touch. There's no break in it that you can feel. This mosaic is a combination of malachite and azurite. So two prominent crystals inside this mosaic piece. And I wanted to use this one not only because it's bespeckled and mosaic, like puzzle pieces coming together. It really does encourage a fresh outlook on the same old predicament. You know, that predicament that follows us through life. I think we all have one, at least one. Some of us maybe more, much more. But there's always a predicament, something that keeps recurring. And we keep finding ourselves in a familiar space of challenge. This energy marshals in a fresh perspective that we hadn't encountered before. arriving in a space where there are always new possibilities, even to old conundrums. This energy reminds you that even when a problem seems insurmountable and you're tired of always having to return, there's always a new path, a new way, a new energy, a new answer. Stay open. This energy brings together different crystals in harmony. For those of us with bespeckled energies, there is wholeness even there. This energy always reminds me of a puzzle as a mosaic. Mosaics are so beautiful. Pieces making a whole. Parts considered broken or fragmented. Harmonizing. And offering a new outlook, a fresh perspective. Cindy, thank you for following. Thank you for the rose. Inviting this vibrant fusion to uncoil those old fears, those familiar fears, like taking out a braid that's been in your hair for a very long time, pulling the strands tight. When you begin, if you have long hair, you might know this feeling. When you've been wearing a tight hairstyle for a while, and you begin to loosen it, you feel every strand just feels so different, like it's not even your hair anymore. And you run your fingers through it and loosen it up even more. And it feels like your head isn't even yours. It just feels so weird, but refreshing. That's like what this mosaic energy brings. A fresh perspective, like a loosening, a letting go of old fears or old energies. If that makes sense. Thank you for following Dhamma and Miss. Welcome. I'm not sure. So many crystals, even that are the same, can look quite different. So there is a lot of elbow room sometimes in crystal identification. Just letting that malachite, azurite, mosaic energy settle. I'm not sure, Maleficent. Maybe someone in the chat can guide you. A lot of black crystals are focused on removing negative energy. There are many that serves that. I would even do a search for black crystals, raw black crystals, because if it's not smooth, it's most likely raw. And see if you can find an image on an image search that matches the crystal that you have. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Silver flash obsidian. Good. Thank you so much for your request, Sarah. I hope that energy healing resonated with you. Let me know in the chat if you'd like, or anyone else who experienced any sensation during that healing. Perfect. I do have time for one more healing, and Ash, I know that you gifted the pinned gift for today's session, the Crystal Dreams Crown. So you'll be our last request for today's session. Oh, wonderful. Glad to hear that, Sarah. Perfect. Wonderful. And Ash, when you're ready, take your time. You can put in the chat whatever focus you'd like, or whatever need you have. Perhaps a particular chakra or a particular energy. Maybe there's a crystal that you love. Could be a focus on any of the energy bodies. Physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual. Whatever comes to mind, let me know in the chat. If you're just joining, welcome. My name is Jen. I'm a certified Reiki master, teacher. And this is Reiki ASMR by request. Oh, thanks, Ash. Intuitive, but focus on grounding. Yes, something just came to mind immediately. Ash has made several requests during these live streams. I don't know what it is, Ash, but every time you make a request, something immediately pops into my head. Let me go ahead and get that ready. Give me just a moment. I'm looking for a raw piece of my carnelian, which I don't know where it is, so give me just a moment here. I'll be right back. Just another minute. I'm having a hard time finding it. It might be gone. Hold on. I was starting to lose hope there for a minute, but I did. I finally found it. Thank goodness. I didn't know what I was going to do there without that. Okay. Let me situate. I feel like my heart rate is pumping now. Trying to find this piece of raw carnelian. Whew. That was an athletic experience for me. All right, this is our last request for the day. It's for Ash, but remember that anyone can receive Reiki. It always flows where it's needed and how it's needed in the moment. Okay, I had two energies come to mind, Ash. One of them right away. This is actually a heart-shaped crystal. It's a bit of a rare one. It's called Numite. This crystal is one of intense grounding, going down below the root chakra and moving into what is sometimes called the Earth Star chakra. Have you heard of it? I'll put it in the chat. There we go. Pin that. The Earth Star chakra is intensely connected to the planet. This particular dimension, this particular planet in space. Its energy is one that finds you in a vast space, like a planet. Finding you and helping you to connect to the broader world with an interconnectedness, almost like a root system, but deeper. Not only grounding your energy, but connecting it. On a planetary, earthly plane. This Numite energy is also one of deep wisdom, not necessarily the wisdom that we gain through a lived life, but more the energy we gain through lived lives, if that makes sense. Ancestral wisdom, wisdoms of other consciousnesses, however that resonates with you. Tapping into that as part of a planetary knowing and letting it guide you in times of uncertainty. There's something here, Ash, with this new Mite energy and the raw carnelian that I was looking for. That's really connecting the grounding with connecting with other people, other energies. Sometimes the root chakra, when we explore it, is so tightly confined to our personal experience, our individual experience, because it has so much to do with survival, just getting through and feeling safe. But this Earth Star chakra energy is similar, but different in that it expands more to the collective rather than focused on the here and now and personal. The energy begins to move into something broader, especially connection, interconnectedness deep within the heart of the earth, the planet. Connecting to ancient wisdom, knowing, to guide you if you're feeling alone. You're not alone. Not in a creepy way. In a comforting way. Hello, Hope. Welcome in. Allowing that energy, just observing. You know, I just realized, even though I said it at the beginning, this crystal isn't a heart shape. And I feel like that's important also for this particular healing. That element of connection. If you're feeling isolated and alone, reaching down toward that earth star energy, feeling the pulse of the planet and of others, aligning with the rhythm of your own heart. It's all right for you to feel connected. For you to remember your connection with others. as a way to ground and know. Welcome home. And just observing how that pull feels. That delivers you deeper into that planetary energy. Unfathomable, but also somehow familiar. Good. Ash, the next energy I want to move right into, because I see now how they're connected. I really wanted to find this particular carnelian for you. I have several carnelian crystals because carnelian is really a hallmark crystal in crystal healing. It's one of the top 5 I would have. If you're just getting started with crystal healing, it's a big hitter. But this is a raw slice of carnelian. And I really wanted to have this one for you. Carnelian, like many crystals, can be used for different things. But the one that resonates with this is its relationship with the Earth Star energy we just used, the Pneumite. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Maddie, for your request. We'll get to you next, Maddie. This carnelian I'm using specifically for the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra that connects us with other people. It's that energy that reminds us that we do not have to take this journey alone. There's an energy of healing that comes from community. Carnelian is always a grounding energy. It is also related to the root chakra, but its sacral energy is the one that we want right now. The energy that comes to mind is one of a commingling of fingers. You know that. Interlacing. Fingertips. Resting on the tops of the hands as you join hands. As we form a circle, hand to hand, circling around and remembering aspects of our interconnectedness for times of loneliness and isolation. In the middle of the circle is a flame. An earthy brown-orange light. Crackling and flickering, burning brightly. And attracting energy to it. And this energy suggests that healing can come from joining, sharing companionship, seeing yourself in others and others in yourself, recognizing a connection. Thanks for following, user. You begin to ground down, not to move deeper within yourself, but to expand and reach your fingers out. And this energy invites you to nudge yourself outward when you want to move inward to hide. It insists that healing can be a community action. It does. Observing this orange ray energy, letting it light you up. And fill you with a warming and reassuring light. Even when you feel alone, you can always reach out your hand, maybe fluttering your fingertips, and intertwining with others, connecting. It's all right. This carnelian energy was really important, that particular carnelian. I couldn't let it go, even though I couldn't find it at first. I hope it resonated with you. Letting that energy settle, just observing. Thank you for your request, Ash. Appreciate that. Let me know in the chat how you're feeling, how you're doing. I see that I do have one more request that came through from Maddie, who gifted me the pinned gift here, which you can choose to make a request if you gift the pinned gift for today. So Maddie, let me know in the chat if you do have a request and what it is. Thank you, Ash. That's so sweet. I'm going to pin that comment there. Of course. Thanks, Maddie. Thanks for your request. Looking for something intuitive. Absolutely. Yes. Give me just some moments to sit here in silence and see what comes to mind. All right, Maddie, a couple energies came to mind for me. Just a reminder for anyone else who isn't Maddie, that energy, Reiki energy, always flows where it's needed and how it's needed. Hold on, I think my kiddo is awake. All right, had to say good morning to my teenager who just woke up. All right, the first energy, Maddie, that came to mind was just plucking of energy, which plucking, when we say plucking in this kind of healing, it means that we are directing energy to leave. It's almost like if you imagine, what is it, like, I want to say a bird, but then I'm also thinking of like a gorilla. You know, when a gorilla is with its partner and it's sort of picking out those bugs from its hair. I think you know what I mean when you see it on like a nature show. That's kind of what this is on an energetic level. When we become bogged down with this energetic debris, and the energy has a hard time leaving because we might be holding on to it. We might be unsure if we want to let it go. Right? It's only natural. Plucking of this kind can help to let you release. Now, this energy with plucking is always on the superficial level. It's energy that is just about there, ready to go. But for some reason, you're hanging on to it. Change can be hard, right? But I get this sense that there's a hard time with letting it go. Oh, good. So this plucking exercise is one that focuses on helping you to release. Feeling safe to release. Change is all right. And letting go of that stuck energy will help new energy that's been waiting for some time to finally move through and come in, refreshing you with its light and airy, uplifting essence. It's almost like cleaning house. Feeling unburdened by that old and stuck energy. It's almost like I'm literally seeing like little black specks, if that makes sense. Just like that imagery I had of like a gorilla picking off another gorilla to tidy it up. That keeps coming back to me. That image. Gathering those specks and releasing them. It's hard to believe that such little specks could create so much dis-ease in the energy bodies. But when they accumulate, they almost create this like shell, don't they? Letting go. Again, I'm glad it's helping. I'm going to pin your comment. Letting go of those particles. Feeling them release from you, like you're shaking them out of your hair. Good. I did have 2 crystal energies come to mind. Maddie, maybe you can let me know what this one is all about. This is my chunk of raw garnet. It's one of my favorite crystals that I have. This one and my lemon quartz are probably my favorite of all time. Garnet is a blood energy, an energy of purification. I'll tell you some of the things that came to mind, and you can tell me which one resonates with you about this garnet. The first one is blood and circulation. So if you're experiencing any toxicity, whether that's literal toxicity or emotional toxicity, especially of the heart, if it's metaphorical, then garnet is an energy that's going to usher away, circulate out that energy, whether it's literal or metaphorical. Thank you for the paper crane, Hope. Thanks for the roses too. The other function for garnet is really focused on the I'm trying not to use a word that might get censored. It really focused on the reproductive organs and reproductive functions. Oh, thank you, Hope, for the garland headpiece. Really focused on if you're a woman, like the uterus and the ovaries and the entire apparatus, the flower of the woman, and if you're a man, the masculine equivalent of that, and also not just the physical elements of that sexuality and passion, but also of the metaphorical aspects such as desire and longing and what we might call like libido or passion. So garnet is I almost feel like I want to blush when I say those things for some reason. But garnet is related to those enterprises of energy. So I'm not sure which one resonates with you most, but thank you for the dolphin. Thanks, Cindy. But garnet is one energy of removing some of that cloudiness from our being. Oh, good. Thanks, Maddie. That helps me a lot to direct that energy. Appreciate it. That circulatory energy, especially when things are stagnant. And I am talking like stuff does not want to move. Oh, wow. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for the crystal dream. We'll get to your request next. This energy is good, especially when things are very stuck. We're talking about like stuff is not moving. And Maddie, I guess this is tied to the plucking that we just did. There's a lot of stuckness here. Garnet is a moving energy. It moves things through and away. Like fresh blood. Fresh oxygenated blood. Imagine if the blood became stagnant and dark and thick. That's what this energy remedies. So garnet energy comes in and oxygenates, refreshes and thins and brightens that blood. And not just blood, perhaps it is the literal blood, but also the metaphorical blood, the source energy that nourishes and nurtures everything else in the body, that source. Imagine that fresh energy pumping through the heart space as it flows through the organs, pumping fresh blood or source energy. The organs rejoice as things begin to move again. It's almost like, don't laugh, what came to mind was the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz movie. You know when the Tin Man becomes like stiff? He has a really hard time moving, and he gets to the point where he's just sort of only able to move his eyes and a little bit of his mouth. He's really stuck. But then with a little bit of oiling, and a little bit of a shift of perspective and some help from his friends, things begin to soften. That is what comes to mind, that Tin Man energy. Garnet brings that movement back, literally and figuratively, encouraging things to move again. Let it feel good. Don't be afraid. It's all right for energy to move and change. Taking your time and allowing what feels good for you. There's no rush. There's never any rush to heal. Garnet is an energy of the heart, literally and metaphorically, both of the physical energy body and the emotional energy body. Detoxifying, cleansing, and clearing, but in a very robust way. Not like selenite or clear quartz that is soft and gentle and ephemeral. Garnet is a deep digger going into the blood, metaphorically and literally. The life blood. Perfect. Letting that energy settle. And just observing how it feels. Thank you for the heartbeat, Debbie. I think I missed that. Good. Thank you all for liking the live. Thanks for the rose crystal. There's one more energy that came to mind for me here, and I'm not quite sure yet how it fits with the garnet that I just used. Maybe we'll see as we go. This is chalcedony. And chalcedony is an energy of the throat chakra. So with the garnet, we have the heart and the circulation and the clearing. And with the chalcedony, we're moving up into the throat chakra area. So this area here seems really targeted in this healing. You can tell by its color, chalcedony is very gentle, almost airy in nature. And it's an energy of communication, especially easy communication, soft and gentle. Communication like a zephyr, a soft breeze. That's true, clear, and thoughtful. It may be that there is something on your heart that needs to be stated. Perhaps it needs to be spoken or sung or shared in some way in order for that incarnate energy to do its job. In fact, I think that is how these two energies fit together. Thank you for the rose. Floating on a soft blue cloud. This Chalcedony energy is gentle. There's no need to speak what's on your heart with force or aggression. This energy coaxes you to communicate in an easy way, saying what needs to be said with words or in another way. It's time. Chalcedony pulls back the veil, a veil like gauze, opening the throat. Just like pulling back a soft curtain and letting yourself speak. It's all right. There's nothing to be afraid of behind the curtain. And here it is again. It's the Wizard of Oz. You guys. Hello, Julia. It's coming in strong with that imagery for some reason. Maybe you understand why, Maddie. This Chalcedony is about gently opening, pulling back the soft curtain, and seeing that what is inside is not scary. There's a vulnerability there. And it's okay to communicate that. Whatever is there, whatever needs to be said. It will help everything to move through. Thanks for following, Erin. Maddie, emotion is all right. It's just sensation. Allow it to come and go. Sensation is all right. It's always all right. Chalcedony, you can just tell by looking at it. It's a kind energy. It's so kind. Some throat chakra energies can be more abrasive, more like assertive, but this one is so gentle. It's all that you really need to speak what's on your heart. I think it's just your nature to be soft. Maybe you didn't know that about yourself. I found that those of us whose nature it is to be soft can be pushed to be hard sometimes. But this energy brings you back to your true self. There's a tenderness there that will support you. There's a peace here. Chalcedony is all about peace and communicating inside that peace. Thanks for following, Chris. Beautiful. I wasn't sure how the chalcedony worked with the garnet at first, but I see it now. And I hope you do too. I hope that healing resonated with you. Oh, Maddie. Don't know what that noise was. Something has fallen. Which I love. Maybe you felt something move as well. Perfect. Just finishing up the Reiki healing for today. Thank you so much for helping me to reach my goal gift for requests. We had 5 requests today. Oh, wait a minute, Michelle. Michelle, I forgot about your request. Let's get your request in here before we end. Oh, wonderful, Maddie. I'm glad to hear that. So we are not ending the live stream yet. Just waiting on Michelle to make a request. Michelle, that could be really anything at all that you... Maddie, thank you for subscribing at the resonance tier. Appreciate that. There are 3 tiers for subscriptions. If you'd like to subscribe, you can click on the little star in the corner. Thank you so much. Michelle, I know that you gifted the pinned gift for today, so if you'd like to make a request, please do. I'm happy to get to that. A request can be really anything. Maybe there's a particular thing that you're going through. Perfect. And you don't need to make a request if you don't want to. Oh, I see. Wishing him the best, Michelle. Of course. If you feel like you received what you needed, that's perfect. Just accepting that. Let me know. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Perfect. And there's no pressure to make a request either. I just really enjoyed that. Crystal Dream Crown. So beautiful. Thank you. All right. Well, Michelle, if you don't have a particular request for this live stream, you are always welcome to make one during another live stream. I'm happy to do that at another time as well. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, so you can watch this live stream and all my live streams on YouTube, where I post the live streams. I post them there, and you can go to my profile and find the link to my YouTube and my other social media right in that link. Oh, wonderful. I love that. Let me post that. Absolutely. Absolutely. More love. That sounds really good. Well, thank you so much for joining me for Reiki ASMR by request. Thank you for helping me reach my gift goal today with 5 requests. And thank you to new subscribers. Welcome, Maddie. Appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for 22,000 likes. Not bad. Thank you for your gifts today, and thank you for sharing in the comments section. I'll stick around for another minute or two if you have any questions or anything that you want to share. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you again on Wednesday at the same time. If you're curious about my live schedule, you can click on my profile. Can't quite get that. Let's see. I just don't know how people point at things on the screen and get it right. Anyway, you can click on my profile icon and that will let you know the days that I'm streaming live right now. Have a great day, Hope. I'll see you next time. Take good care, everyone. Bye for now.